Hello, I'm going to do a life update video because I want to, and I do that on Mondays. And today's Monday. I think it's June 30th, so it's the last day of June. I managed to gain like kind of close to 5 pounds in the month of June. Okay? Because I worked my butt off, okay? My God, what a crazy week we have ahead of us, okay? I finished editing, I didn't really edit, but I finished editing my Oblivion episode yesterday. I scheduled myself to post them on Fridays, but it's hard to do everything. It's hard, but I'm trying, okay? These are much easier videos to make because I just turn the camera on and talk. And I plan to do updates on Mondays, so. Unless I want to do more. And I try to post shorts throughout the week too. But anyways, oh my goodness. I have a lot to do this week. And I want to tell you about it. So, I missed my internship today. Supposed to go in at 9. I woke up at 8:30 to my alarm. I went to bed probably about 2 a.m. And the reason for that is because I am working an internship 4 days a week. And I'm still going to the gym 5 days a week. And none of that pays my bills. So I have to cram all of the fucking work for my business into my 2 fucking rest days. Combined with doing social media and YouTube and doing all the other things like, laundry and dishes and cleaning and managing finances and yeah. And so I worked for a client on Saturday, and I worked for a client on Sunday. And then I got a call for another client yesterday, which is really exciting. I'm gonna go meet with this woman who lives kind of by the zoo and by the botanical gardens. And she needs her house cleaned regularly. But the only reason why I'm not freaking out is because this system is only gonna last 1 month. At the end of July, I will be done. However, it is hard for me to get the full amount of hours in for the internship. And also, I'll say this, getting out of bed for $150, $200, so much easier than getting out of bed for a volunteer work for 6 hours of the day, or getting out of bed for $12 an hour. I've always been like that. It's been hard for me to show up on time or go to work when I'm only getting paid $12. And people are like, oh, work harder and blah, blah, blah. But, girl, I could never get out of bed. I'd be like, they ain't paying me enough to care, okay? I'll show up 2 hours late. Then they'd be like, you're fired. And I'd be like, you don't pay me enough to care. Okay? Seriously, though, I am almost never late with my regular customers because they're paying me appropriately for my full self, okay? Let's talk a little bit about this week, though. I'm going to do workouts. I'm going to try to eat a lot of food. Realistically, the most you can gain in a week is about 1 pound, or lose is 1 pound. That's the max, pretty much. And that's pretty much what I hit the past 4 weeks, so. Where's my pen? Oof. So today is a chest workout day. let's cross off. I messaged one of my clients, but I'm gonna do house sitting this week for 4 days. I think make $160. Wow. And then I'm going to do something else, which is besides house sitting, I'm gonna do like check in with one of the clients to see what this woman who lives by the zoo needs. Those are the big things this week. But I'm gonna do all my regular stuff, go to the gym every day, do the acrobatic stuff, do ballet. I'm gonna read my vision board every day. I'm going to play video games and post the video games online. I want to start a new series, but I think it's too much right now until August. And that's World of Warcraft. I want to do World of Warcraft on Wednesdays. It's difficult to think of Skyrim and then World of Warcraft one day after each other, but it might be what I do. But we're not gonna start that series until next month, I think, because that's too much. 3 video game series, and World of Warcraft will never end. That series will never end. Skyrim will take a long time, but it will end at some point. Oblivion will end at some point, and when they do end, I'll probably start another series to replace them. But yeah, those are the main things this week. Let me see if there's any other special thing. I'm gonna go door to door again, because I always get really good leads when I do that, even if it makes me want to throw up every time. Let's see. Yeah, it seems like a pretty normal week looking. I'm gonna start eating vegetables every day, fruits and vegetables. All I need to do, like, I don't really need to plan my week once the week has started, which is today. I just need to look through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I just need to execute. And then the weekend is where I get to rest, and Sunday is where I get to plan. Is it hard? Yes. But it takes me to my dreams at an exponential rate. So, I'm gonna make a Oblivion short today. That's cool. Okay, so that's about it for the update, I guess. Is there anything else we need to talk about? No updates in love. Some guy texted me yesterday that I met at a party, and he's like, "Come over." I'm just like insulted and annoyed because it's like, I'm not gonna come over, bitch. Like, oh, you want me to come over? You want me to serve you some dinner and, be a little pick-me girl? If I'm putting in that much masculine effort, I'm coming over. You're going face down, ass up for me, okay? Not the other way around. These boys are so fucking annoying. They drive me crazy. Because it's like, you don't want to do any of the work that it requires to be a man. To be a fucking man. To be a fucking king. And yet you're a lazy fucking bitch boy who wants to lay around at home and come over to the girl. Or the bottom. Okay, I am not gonna fucking do that. You're gonna come over here, you're gonna pick me up in your car, you're gonna take me to a nice dinner, and you're gonna drop me off at home. But you're not gonna do that spontaneously. You're gonna plan this date a week in advance. You say, hey, I wanna see more of you. How about I take you out to dinner on Friday night? I'll pick you up at 7. Look nice. Wear something nice. I like this color. I'll pick you up. What's your address? We'll go to dinner. Maybe I don't know. I mean, it is summer, so maybe we'll watch the sunset after if we go early enough to dinner. That's hot. That's hot. Okay? A provider. A man of action. Not a lazy man who sits around and says, come over. Come over here. Sit on me. Please. I'll come over there and you're going to sit on me, baby boy. You're going to go, you know what you're going to go. Okay? If you want to be lazy, you want to be a pillow princess, first of all, I'm the wrong boy for you. But also, you need to change your attitude. Anyway, that's how I feel. I don't like men like that. Like, they are so annoying and they're everywhere. Ladies know this too. All they want is just to have sex, and they don't actually care about what women give a shit about, which is show up and be a fucking king. Show up and put in the work. Show up and do stuff. Don't just sit there, lazy, leeching, and not helping. It's hard to be on this fucking planet. It's hard to get your needs met. You're put on this planet to be of service to women. To act and do things in your masculine nervous system, which is your action nervous system, in order to make the lives of the feminine easier. Physically easier. Okay? The feminine's job is to make your life energetically easier. But you need to get the fucking work. Okay? That's the truth. So that boy, he's on strike. I sent him a message. He said, come over. I said, no. I said, I'm not coming over there. If you want this, you're going to have to, first of all, come over and pick me up. And then I said, I like to go to dinner or dates. And that's what I left it at. And he hasn't responded, as he shouldn't, because he should be embarrassed that he asked an elite like me to come over. Ridiculous. You know, I stopped talking to guys because they disappoint me. I stopped talking to guys because they're disgusting, or their behavior is wrong, or they get too comfortable, right? I don't like that either. I've dated guys before that get way too comfortable, that think they have me in a bag. And it's like, baby boy, we've gone on 3 dates. Don't you dare get comfortable. Don't you dare think that you are the only fucking option. And not that I'm going out and chasing other options. Other options want me. Other men want me. Other men are attracted and willing to put in more work than you to have me. Don't get comfortable just because you took me to fucking Panda Express and a movie. That's not hard to do. There are dozens of other guys in the picture who I could talk to and say, oh, this guy was so nice to me. He took me to Panda Express and a movie. And they'll be like, I'll take you to a luxury dinner. I'll take you to a concert. I want to one-up him. And they will. And these guys who put in the bare minimum, you know, just a couple dates and fast food and shit, they're like, they are saying stuff like they want to hug, they want to kiss. Please. Ridiculous. I'm a woman of standards. And only one scenario I'm not a woman of standards. That's when you give me one margarita, then I open my legs, give me two margaritas, okay? But we don't drink margaritas, okay? That's why we can't drink margaritas. We get too wild. We ain't trying to do that. How about instead we give the guy margaritas and we open his wallet. We give the guy margaritas and we get him to write us a check, okay? Give him one margarita, make him open his wallet. Give him two margaritas, make him sign us a check. Give him three margaritas, make him give us Benjamin Franklin. Give him 4 margaritas. That we could escalate this. And then by the time we're at 8 margaritas, we could say, make him sign us on his life insurance policy. Give him 9 margaritas and he goes to the hospital. Give him 10 margaritas and he fucking dies. But you know what? We were on the life insurance policy, so now we're rich. Okay? That's the new song. Anyway, I need to go. I've got a lot to do. As you can see, we're eating raspberries and yams today, apparently, and ham. I'm putting 1 protein, 1 vegetable, and 1 fruit on each day for July. Technically, July starts tomorrow, but I'm gonna just start it today. And my goal is to eat 1 vegetable, 1 fruit, and 1 protein every day. And the reason is because I don't designate that every day. And when you're bulking, it can be kind of hard to eat vegetables in particular because you're like, I'm trying to eat a surplus of calories. Vegetables don't have any calories. And so it can be like, I don't want to fucking eat this. Like, this is really, it seems like a waste of time to eat this. Even though I know it has good things for me, it's not in the goal of trying to get, it's not helping me reach the goal of surplus of calories like a cookie would. And not to say cookies are like the most wonderful thing while bulking, but they help. Cakes and cookies and ice creams and stuff when you are really fast metabolism. So I'm gonna try to eat a vegetable and a fruit every day. Fruits are easier because they do have higher calories. And protein, I already eat them, but sometimes I don't put them, I don't schedule things like, oh, today I'm gonna do ham, today I'm gonna do chicken, today I'm gonna do this, tofu, etc. I always drink protein shakes like all the time, but actual meats are different, or high protein foods. So that's the update. I need to go get my day started. And in 2 hours, just about, I have to go meet this client by the zoo. See how my teeth, look at this. See how my teeth, ha la 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 la. Okay, listen. Listen. My teeth go right on top of each other, like this. And I really want them to go like this one on top of this one. I need an orthodontist for the top teeth so I can rest them overbite just a little so they don't go right on time. Cause you see this? Look at that shit. Look at that shit. I can't touch my molars. I gotta pronate my lower jaw to touch my molars. Okay, anyways. It's time to go. You know what I want to do instead? Let's play video games for like 2 hours. That's not a good idea. With all this work I gotta do. Okay.